Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Mel Owens, the Golden Bachelor Season 2 star, suffered intense outrage after making insulting and ageist statements about his cast, and his destiny has now been decided. On the June 4th episode of the In the Trenches podcast, Mel, a 66-year-old former NFL player turned lawyer and divorced father of two, said that he told producers before being cast that he preferred women aged 45 to 60. Mel Owens is reportedly out as the Golden Bachelor owing to recent negative news surrounding his June 4th podcast participation. Expect an announcement soon, including who will succeed him. I haven't heard his name yet. I'll provide an update if and when I hear anything. The Golden franchise has been fraught with controversy since the Golden Bachelor Season 1. Lead Jerry Turner was portrayed as an innocent widower who hadn't dated since his wife's death 6 years prior, but it was eventually revealed that he had been in a long-term relationship before the show. In addition, two Golden Bachelorette contestants, Gil Ramirez and eventual runner-up Guy, had restraining orders issued against them by their ex-partners, which were subsequently lifted. Despite this, many fans questioned the show's vetting procedure after all of these problems surfaced. It was absurd that the Golden Bachelor producers picked Mel as the Season 2 star while knowing that he was unwilling to date someone in the show's age range. However, the fact that he will be replaced indicates that the producers are finally listening to fans and providing what they want. I'm relieved to learn that the Golden Bachelor Season 2 will replace Mel as the show's lead. His words contradict everything that the show stands for. Both the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette demonstrated how lively and vivacious older women are. They focused attention on a generation that is frequently disregarded and feels invisible. Mel's nasty remarks merely reinforced the negative prejudices about older women that the Golden Bachelor was able to dispel. As a result, I couldn't believe that a 66-year-old man who refuses to date women his own age had been cast as the Golden Bachelor protagonist. Thankfully, that will no longer be the case. Furthermore, individuals like Jonathan and Jordan Heller appear to be single right now, so it would be wonderful to see them as the Golden Bachelor Season 2 leads. I hope the program finds a man who respects golden ladies, and I'm glad the producers did the right thing by sending Mel home. The summer heat had barely arrived when scandal struck the franchise once again. On June 4th, during a little-known sports podcast called In the Trenches, a familiar name to NFL fans and Bachelor Nation alike let loose a string of comments that would ignite a firestorm. Mel Owens, 66, former linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams turned lawyer and the freshly announced lead of the Golden Bachelor Season 2, casually said something that would ultimately unravel his short-lived place in the spotlight. "I told them from the beginning," Mel stated with a shrug in his gravelly voice, "I like younger women. Always have. My sweet spot's 45 to 60, ideally no one over 60. It wasn't just the age preference that caused outrage, though that alone hit a nerve in a show built to challenge stereotypes about aging and romance. It was the way Mel said it. The dismissiveness. The smug tone. The not-so-subtle suggestion that women over 60 weren't attractive or worthy of love. In one sentence, Mel undermined the very foundation the Golden Bachelor had built in its groundbreaking first season. And within hours, the backlash came pouring in. Social media lit up like a lightning storm. Clips of the podcast went viral on TikTok, X, and Instagram. Headlines screamed across entertainment news outlets, "Golden Bachelor star sparks outrage over ageist remarks." Bachelor Nation podcast hosts, influencers, and former contestants all weighed in, many echoing the same disbelief and frustration. But the decision from ABC didn't come instantly. For nearly 2 weeks, the network remained silent, fending off mounting criticism while reportedly debating what to do. Insiders claimed that Mel had already begun preliminary filming, promos, intro packages, even initial meetings with producers. But the damage was done. When the announcement finally came, it was delivered through a carefully worded press release from Warner Bros. And ABC. Due to recent developments, Mel Owens will no longer serve as the lead of the Golden Bachelor Season 2. We remain committed to honoring the dignity, vitality, and romance of our older generation. Behind the scenes, the mood was far from composed. Producers scrambled to salvage the season. This was supposed to be a triumphant follow-up to the successful first outing with Jerry Turner, who, despite his own post-show controversies, had been embraced as the charming widower searching for one last great love. Mel was supposed to bring a different kind of energy, confident, masculine, with a rougher edge. But what he brought instead was a sobering reminder that charm can curdle into arrogance, and that age does not always equal maturity. Fans were divided. Some were furious that he was cast in the first place. He told them his preferences, one Reddit user wrote. They knew he didn't respect the women in the cast. And they still put him on the show. What does that say about production? Others speculated that Mel had been set up, that producers wanted drama and got more than they bargained for. But for many, there was a sense of relief. The damage was partially repaired when word got out that the show was recasting the lead, someone new, someone who actually appreciated the mission. Behind the scenes, ABC quietly began approaching fan favorites from the first golden season. Jonathan, the silver-haired widower who melted hearts with his poetry. Jordan Heller, the affable dentist from Chicago who made it to the Final Four. Both were single. Both had been highly requested online. And both had reputations for kindness, emotional intelligence, and most importantly, respect. Meanwhile, Mel Owens went quiet. His Instagram, once full of golf course selfies and law firm promotions, went dark. His team declined all media interviews. The only post he made was a Notes app screenshot, "I meant no harm. I understand now that my words were hurtful, and I apologize. I've decided to take some time away from the public eye." But Bachelor Nation wasn't finished discussing him. Long-form articles dissected his appearance on In the Trenches, with journalists pointing out the contradiction in casting a man who clearly didn't align with the show's values. On The Vile Files, former Bachelor Nick Viall invited Golden contestants Susan Knowles and Sandra Mason to reflect on what happened. Susan didn't mince words, "I met Mel at a cast mixer. Nice guy on the surface. But when someone tells you who they are, you believe them. And he told us exactly who he was." Sandra added, "We deserve more than being judged by the year we were born." That's what this whole show was supposed to be about. Meanwhile, the future of the Golden Bachelor Season 2 hung in the balance. Production had already scouted locations, this time aiming for a blend of East Coast charm and fall foliage, a contrast to the sun-soaked SoCal backdrop of Season 1. But one woman, 68-year-old Dolores Dee McMillan, a retired Broadway choreographer from New York, spoke to people about her hope. "I didn't come on this show just to flirt with a football player," she said. "I came for connection, for possibility. If they find the right man, one who sees us, really sees us, then I'll be there." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.